Okay, so I'm gonna go in my ministry account and I am going to go in my drive. Alright, I'm gonna make the screen bigger.
That crunch door.
Alright, so I'm gonna, for my drive, I'm going to select a new form. Bear with me, my computer is a bit slow. Alright, so I'm going to select a new form and I'm going to select it from a template. So the ministry has made available different templates. You have course evaluation worksheet, assessment, exit tickets. I'm going to do a blank quiz. Alright, so I'm going to give my quiz a title. And since it's going to save in the Google Drive, I need to know what the document that is stored called. Alright, now for me, all I need to ensure that everybody is doing the test. I know their name, the telephone number that they have on WhatsApp, and their class. So I select short answer and this short answer, and I put name. It's required, it doesn't need an answer key, and it doesn't need to be graded. And then I click the plus sign to add another question. Telephone number / numbers, and I need them to state which one is on WhatsApp. Use a short answer. Alright, then the class that they are in, this is gonna be short answer as well. You could have them do a checkbox where you have 7F and you add other options and they just check it. But for me, I just rather they enter it. So and for me, I can do it because I only teach 3 classes. So I teach 9F, I teach 9U, and I teach 9S. So they would tick it. It's required. Alright. Now because these are not going to be graded, I keep them in a separate section. So in the test you can have various sections, right? So this is the last item in the first section of my test where they're going to fill out their information. So I'm going to add another section and I click it by here, so it separates the questions into different sections. So this is section 1, and then this is section 2, and I can give it a heading, or I can just write the instructions. Click the correct answer for each question, and then I add my question. Now because I'm not typing the question here, I'm going to add the image. So I click, let me go back. So I click on the image icon here, and then I can either browse. So I'm uploading the image, so I can either browse or drag the file here. So when I browse, I go into the folder where my images are, So I go into the folder where my images are, and I look for my questions and I put it here. Now there you can maneuver the image. So for me, I would want the image to be bigger, so I just extend. When you click on the image, a box is going to be highlighted around it, and you can expand. Then each image has three dots here. It's a menu bar. It tells you how do you want to align the image, whether you want it left, you want it in the center, or you want it on the right, and if you want to change the picture. So for me, I want my images in the middle and I want them big. And then now the students now would read the question and then they would choose the answer. So I have option A, and then they suggest if I want to add all of these other options. And for me, yes, because there are 4 options in each, so I add all of them. For the answer key, now I would put in the answer, right? And then I would give this question a point, and I click done. And then this question is required, therefore they have to answer it. So I'm just going to do another one quickly. And if you want to number it, I've just put the numeral 1, and then I add another question, right? So as I said, I don't put the question there. I simply, another way though, I can add my image. For me, the easier way, for me it's easier if I just drag my image. So I can just drag my image and it automatically upload, because I already have my folders open. And as I said before, put in my options. Once I put in A, all the others will come in, and I put in the answer. I add a point, ensure that it is required, therefore students have to answer it, and I just continue from there. And if I want to see how it looks to the students' eye, and as I said before, I like my images big so the students can see it, and I like when the image is in the center. So if I want to see, I do a preview. Now there's the funny thing about the preview is when you preview it, it's the actual test you are seeing, right? So I just fill in anything, to see what the test looks like. I don't have to submit it. And this is the test. This is the next section. So you see where I enter the numeral 1, so it's telling them that that's the first. You see how big the images are, and then they can select and submit. But I'm not going to submit. All I want is to preview, so I just come out of it, leave, and then I'm back in my test in this tab. And that's basically it. Oh, another thing, you can maneuver the settings. If you had asked them to put in their email address, you can click this box for them to, for the system, the Google Drive, to automatically collect their email address, right? You can have your respondents edit after they submit, which I don't require them to do that. Once they submit, that is it. They are not allowed to go in back and change your answers, so I don't click this. I don't allow them to see any summary charts or text responses. For the presentation, I don't shuffle because I've already numbered the questions, so I didn't shuffle them, right? And yeah, so you can maneuver the settings to how you would want it, and then you just click save, right? If you want to put a little theme, a little color in there. I like when my tests are child friendly, so I try to add different, pictures or, illustrations or backgrounds. I normally just use whatever they have. So for me, I try to do, things that are kid friendly and, exciting. So I will put, one of these, whichever one, and then I just click. So when they go in, this is what they're gonna see. You can preview again. So when they go in, this is how it's gonna look with a little theme at the top. Personal, you can personalize, and then as you edit the test, you can see how many, especially for multiple choice, you can see how many points have been allotted so far by just looking up here if you don't remember, where you reach in the grading system and so forth. And as I said before, when you're adding a test based on the question, you have different types. You have short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, and so forth. So you just maneuver and make it yours, make it personalized, and that's it. Another thing is you and another person can edit this test. So what you would do, these three dots beside your picture, you click more, and then you click add collaborators. Seeing that I am using my ministry email, anybody that I'm going to add. So for example, I can add Miss Greg, and I can add Miss Hill, because it's only the three of us that will be administering this test. So when I add them as editors, they can edit the test from their end, right? And then administer it to their classes, and I set it so that they can edit, right? So they can come in and they can change up the questions and anything. So the people have been added, so they can come in and see the questions, and if they don't like it, they can take it out or whatever it is. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I hope this helps.